Hey guys, Nick Miller today from Mark Supply Company. Today I have for you a 2020 Kubota SVL95-2S HFC. So an HFC is a high flow cab. This is a 2S, 18-inch wide tracks, cab heat air, pilot controls, power quick attach, high flow. Very, very good running working machine. This is a one owner machine that has 591 hours on it. When I bought it, it had 580, so I have put 11 hours on it. I had a grapple on it up here moving some brush, a piece of property here that we were putting a right-of-way in for a power line. Very good working machine. Then we serviced it, all filters and oils. We changed everything with OEM Kubota filters, clear down to the cabin filters. Planetaries, we went ahead and drained and changed them. The machine is an all original machine. It has not been touched up. We did paint the bucket. Track frames are original, and I chose to leave it this way. It does have some scratches on it. This is a third piece out of a package. We had a KX080 and a KX71 excavator. This was the third piece out of that. It's a one owner machine. It still has emissions warranty until 5/28 of 2025. It was sold new 5/29 of 20. So there again, I do my research on my equipment that we sell. We do service everything, go through it. Tracks are going to be both matched. Both are going to be 75 to 80%, and they were put on last year. A very, very good, clean, original machine. If you can live with some scratches, which we're going to show you, and some stone chips from loading probably 2B stone is what it looks like to me, skin it up in the front. There again, here's a heck of a nice machine with low hours compared to some of the 2,500 hour machines out there that they're asking almost the same money for. So let's start you back here in the engine compartment and take you completely around. Back door has some scratches and scrapes again. The fins and the louvers are all straight, top's all straight, but it does have some scratch marks in it. Top hood here, everything there is good. Does have the top spin turbo tier 2 protector on it. Underneath the hood, going to be powered by the Kubota 4-cylinder turbo diesel engine. I do believe these are a V3800, 3.8 liter, excellent motors. The Kubota is a simple machine to work on, simple machine to service. We do really like the Kubota. I think they build a heck of a machine. There's some competitive machines out there, in my opinion, today that have went totally the other direction. I'm not going to name any manufacturing names, but there's some machines that I used to be very fond of, and I think they've really lost their place in the market. What I like about the Kubota, it is an extremely simple machine to work on. It's very basic. It has a very simple dash cluster, and of course you get those guys out there, oh, I'm a cat guy, this guy, that guy, whatever. Give something else a chance. There again, I do feel these are a heck of a brute of a machine. Loader arms, everything there is good. There's no oil leaks. There again, there's scratches here on this side. Matt will show them on the other side real quick. You get into something here, there's some scratches on the back side. There again, it's all original paint. And this was a private owned piece. It was not a company. A private guy had owned this stuff and was playing. Factory OEM tooth bucket that was sold new with it. OEM Kubota bucket, 81 inch, I do believe you said, Matt, tooth with the side cutters. High flow, here's your 3/4 inch ports. Here is your 1/2 inch standard flow ports, 23 GPM, case drain, does have the 14 pin on it. So if you want to put an attachment that needs to run an auxiliary valve and such, you can do that. Power quick attach. And here's what I was talking about on the front. It's got some stone chips on the front. More than likely he had some shale at his place, I know. Probably from putting down some stone, and it is chipped up there in the front. I can't help that. There again, we didn't paint it because I wanted to let it nice and original. Cab, grab handles, everything there is original and straight to the machine. Front door glass is nice. You can see the top of the cab's nice and square. There again, that's what you want to see. Go ahead, take you in here. Make sure my door latches. The Kubota overhead door, as far as I'm concerned, can't be beat. It is a very nice door, very well designed. There's some other machines out there that just tried, but in my opinion they failed. So we'll start him up here, 591.2 on the hours. Okay, we have no warning lights. Releases, does everything there it's supposed to do. We have headlights. Over here's your throttle. I'll show you here 2-speed. Horn, power quick attach is right here. We're going to have over here's going to be your heat and AC. Air vents back here. You can see in the side. Foot throttle on the floor. Kubota does have a extremely good AC unit in these machines. I really like them. And again, watch this door once. I'll make sure my latch is out. Guys, they have an absolutely beautiful door. In my opinion, Kubota, out of all of them, now I can run the machine, have the boom up. There again, the majority of guys are going to have the door down with the AC on. You have two nice sliding windows in the machine. So there again, a very nice clean machine. It is a 2020, it does have 591 hours. So we're going to go ahead and fire this machine up, and we're going to run it around and show it does everything it's supposed to do. So we're going to simply release, and put my lights on. I, again, run this machine myself a little over 11 hours. It is an amazing machine, what it will push. And I own a T770 Bobcat, and to be very honest with you, it was actually broke down, and I needed the machine. So I took this, and we run it. I wanted to know what the machine was, and things are a little different at the moment, as in I could afford to keep this machine. It would probably be in my shed of stuff. What I like about this machine is it's basic. They are true, pilot control machines that are electric or hydraulic. I like the front door. I just like a lot of things about them. The cab is extremely roomy. This thing will push. I was impressed the way it pushes. I've owned a good many of these. I have run them and played with them, but I never worked one fully, like a full day, and it was extremely impressive how well the machine handled. I'll tell you something else that I was impressed with. My Bobcat, there again, 92 horse. I have a Doosan engine, and I burn 4.7 gallon an hour whenever I was running that machine. Well, you can't run a full 8-hour day and basically not fuel that machine. I run this machine 11 hours, and I still had probably a quarter tank. The fuel consumption compared to the Bobcat, in my opinion, Kubota does not burn fuel like that Doosan engine does at all. I mean, the Doosan engine will burn fuel, and that is one of my major complaints. Something else I really like on the Kubota, parts are very affordable. You look under the cab of it, it's easy to work on, it's easy to access stuff. I like how the radiator unbolts and comes out. Kubota. I just feel that these are a heck of a machine. They grade beautiful. Of course, you get guys on all these forums talking crap. And the problem is they never give another brand an option. They're dedicated to one brand, and there again, that's fine. It's everybody's choice. But these things are a beast. The motor is an amazing engine. The other thing is that I'll always be impressed with is their final drives. I'm not gonna lie, that's what's up with my 770. I have a final out of it, and that seems to be an ongoing issue sometimes with some of the Bobcat stuff. We have worked on a lot of those. The Kubota, you hardly ever see any of these with a final issue. You'll see some of them 3, 4, 5,000 hours that have never been touched. So there again, that speaks a lot about a manufacturer. I do believe they are using a extremely good quality in the planetary side. Same in their hydrostatic pumps. I feel that Kubota is using a good quality product, and I do believe that's why you don't see a lot of problems in these machines. Now, if you want a skid steer, it's going to Bluetooth to your cell phone. You want some big fancy display screen. This isn't for you. And I myself want everybody to understand in time, all that big fancy screen stuff, all it is going to do is cost you a bunch of money. You got a machine like this, it's simple. It's got a fuel gauge, it's got a temperature gauge and an hour meter, and it'll alert you if there is a code. What more do you honestly need? There again, that's just me. I think sometimes the more complicated a machine is, the worse it is for the owner to maintain it, the worse it is for you to basically stay on top of maintaining it yourself. Anytime you truthfully have to get the dealer involved, it's going to cost you money. So there again, it's one thing I'll give Kubota credit on. They've kept a lot of things simple. They have a true power quick attach on their machine, as far as it is a true hydraulic cylinder, not electric actuator. Cat's notorious for that. John Deere does that. Bobcat still uses a hydraulic cylinder in theirs. The Kubota is using one that's probably 4 times the size as the Bobcat. Little practice, always make sure your pins latch back in. It's a very good, safe practice. Two-speed, these machines are awesome. They will tram. There again, the feel of this machine over an electric over hydraulic is way different. Very, very nice. It has a good feel in your joystick. These are a great working skid loader. Big, tough machines. I think that they're a heck of a skid loader. 591 hours, cab heat, air, pilot controls, AC, everything there is done. Again, we changed all the filters, all the oils, all the lights work. There again, I'm a little different here. We like to get through our stuff. I'm not some guy buying auction stuff and then having it trucked in and then putting pictures of that online and backed into your loading dock for some reason with the auction tags on it. We just don't do that here. I make sure that stuff has an OEM bucket on it. If I don't have an OEM bucket, I am putting a CID, Extreme Duty Attachments bucket on it, which is a good OEM quality bucket, not some tin auction bucket. We do things a little different. I like stuff to be right. I like stuff to be good running working equipment that is serviced and ready to go. And I like to put my price where I feel I'm being more than fair in the market. This machine, in my opinion, compared to some of the stuff out there, is going to be priced very fair in the market. And we don't move much off of our pricing at all because we are trying to compete against the guy that does nothing. No service, junk bucket, didn't clean it up or detail it, or I think he actually do sometimes run a shaky can around it, it seems like. But we're being honest, we're pointing out all the scratches. We can't help that. There again, that's why I chose to let this machine original, because it's just a nice, clean machine, 591 hour machine. It is 100% ready to go to work. So if you have any questions at all, 814-658-3066. Please check out our website, www.marksupplyco.com. Please see us on Tractor House Machinery Trader, and we'll be glad to help you in any way that we can. We can be reached again at 814-658-3066. As always, thanks for checking out Mark Supply Company. Have a great day.